Good morning. It is Friday, and today's goal, before the weekend hits, before Sabbath, before we take the weekend off, which starts this evening for us, our goal is to get our Facebook ads up, maybe our Google ads up, though Google takes a little bit longer to approve things, but at least get those in the queue to get approved, maybe make a few sales, and just get the marketing going, see if we can drum up some more interest, and see if we can find our people that we can help with our product. So I've already been working on ads, got them all copied, all the copy in for the first setup. So all that you need to do is kind of finalize some of the images, so some of the creative copy on the ads. Make breakfast here, and then we're going to take the kids to gym class, and I will see if I can get the ads in the queue, get them slated to get approved when we're there. Microgreens with our eggs. Kids wanted to eat at the island or the cafe today. Guess what? Last night we sold another 2 sets of microgreens.
So it's 2 microgreens?
Yeah, still need to get paid for them, but yeah. Somebody ordered online, so you can put 2 more on our chart. That's pretty exciting.
This is like one of those weather things, though.
It's like a thermometer.
Yeah, it goes red to orange to yellow to green to blue to purple, and the last line is rainbow.
Ah, okay.
10, 20, 30.
Finally got all the ads put together. That took a little longer than I wanted because of some copy issues. I just find that, I don't know, when you're putting together ads, they often mess up, and you have to end up fiddling with things, weird characters and things, so I had to go through and clean a bunch of stuff up. Finally went to publish, and it's giving me billing issues, so I think I have to call my credit card and make sure that they're not blocking my Facebook account again, which is always super annoying. That's not the phone number, that's my credit card number. Okay, let's try that again. I was thinking that was like the longest phone number in the history of credit cards.
Thank you for calling TC Financial. Pour le service en français, faites le 7. We appreciate your patience. We're currently experiencing a higher volume of calls than usual due to the Canada Post strike backlog. This is leading to longer wait times, but we're working hard to assist you as quickly as possible.
Has anyone noticed that since COVID, every phone support system has the exact same excuse? It's always longer than normal.
Hello, I am your virtual assistant. Please tell me, how can I help you?
I have a payment that won't go through to my credit card.
Please provide me with more information regarding the issue you are experiencing.
I have a payment that won't go through my credit card from Facebook. It says that it is failing to get a hold on the credit card and is telling me I have insufficient funds. So I think it might be...
Call better. I need to ask you some questions. Thank you for continuing to hold. Your call is important.
What she means. One of the things I'm excited about is just how tangible it is doing real products. Like, so much of our world has gone to digital, and so much of we've done is like video, photography, marketing, all
really
social
love
media,
doing,
websites,
a lot
all that.
of the intangible things, but
Yeah, well, and it's very creative, but so much of it is on the computer, or like, and it's a lot like in your head trying to like figure out the creative, write a script, do a video, those kind of things. So what I was just really enjoying is even just lately when we've been starting to make sales is how it's like so tangible, and it's like all these little wins that are so tangible. Whereas like before, sometimes if you're doing like if we were doing like a larger campaign or something, it's a bigger upfront cost, and then it's like a lot of work.
Yeah, like, yay, we made $3,000, or it's a $15,000 contract or something, right?
But then
But
you have
it happens.
all this.
How often does it happen? Hardly ever.
Yeah. Well, and then you have all this work, and normally all of our work is, like I said, it's on the computer. It's kind of abstract. It's not as tangible. Whereas what's interesting about this is that it's very like little wins constantly of like you're growing something, you're seeing it growing, you're harvesting it, you're packaging it, you're putting stickers on it. It's so hands-on, tangible. And then you go and make a delivery, and it's like, yay, there's a win, right? And so there's like, it's just, there's all these little wins that we're starting to see as you start actually packaging stuff, and then you end up selling it and doing your like chart on like, yay, we made these sales now, right? And so I think that this is going to be really good mentally, just to have some very tangible wins for a while, that is, and a physical product that we've created, as opposed to like an abstract online project, right?
Yeah, creative project.
And I mean, it's been huge even for the kids, because previously the kids weren't really that involved or interested or even knew what we were doing, what projects we're working on. Whereas now they're very much like, well, microgreens, and they're keeping track, and they're coming to help put stickers on, and they're helping to water and all that kind of stuff. And
Take
so
money or give change.
with sales, all that kind of stuff.
Off.
And so I just feel like it's so much more tangible for them of like, this is what we're doing, which is huge.
Yeah. You guys want to check the mail?
But I need someone to come with me.
Well, Mommy could probably come
I
with
don't want to drive. Give us the keys.
All right.
The keys.
Let's
Mommy,
go.
can you with me together?
Yeah, we're supposed to.
That just leaves us two to carry everything in. You're not going to be much help. So the update is that I phoned the bank, or phoned my credit card rather, and they said everything's fine, everything on their end, there's no flags, nothing that should be stopping everything, everything's approved. And then I had a problem with our card where the tap wasn't working, so they transferred me to another rep, and long story short, they're sending us new cards, which I'm a little bit worried about, because last time they sent us new cards, it took, I can't remember, 4 or 5 times, and we were without a credit card that worked for like months, which is a problem for our Facebook ads, because that's where our current other business is working. And so we'll see. Hopefully it comes the first time. If it does, it should be here in a week, and it should be no issue. But last time, that was really a big runaround, and it was a real pain. And as for the ad account, insufficient funds, all that kind of stuff, I finally found a place to submit and ask for a review from Facebook. Submitted that, put some bank statements in there, those kinds of things, and 15 minutes later, they sent me an email back explaining that one of their suspicion triggers had disabled the account and stopped the ability for payments to go through until they could be reviewed. So they reviewed it, they said everything's fine, everything's back up, everything's now in review, and I should expect that those ads will begin running sometime today or tomorrow. So we're good that way. We will finally have some ads running, and we'll see what that all brings. So after I set this, we'll go grocery shopping with the boys, pick up some groceries, and we'll see whether I have time to clean up the microgreen growing room today or not. That may be a Monday thing again. Facebook ads are so crazy powerful in terms of what they can do for your business. But yeah, they're one of those things where if you're wanting to do anything remotely complicated or robust in terms of your campaign, it can be an absolute nightmare, especially if you didn't know what you were doing. I've had things like that happen before. Like, I mean, that took me all afternoon. Could have taken me days to figure that out. If you can, hiring somebody who knows the hoops and what to jump through and knows their way around and can just figure that stuff out, because man, it can be a headache. For most businesses, really is worth it. Getting somebody who actually understands what they're doing, hiring a contractor who's actually good at Facebook, and not just offloading it to some poor employee. I don't know. I can't imagine most businesses trying to figure that stuff out and actually having much success at it. All right, you ready to go? I don't know if you can see this. Mommy's laying on the couch and you're sitting in a crate. Hi.
Playing with Duke, though, right?
You've just been playing in here while Mommy's laying down. Yeah. Yeah. Should we go get groceries?
Okay, so we're gonna have to get groceries, and we have our freeze-dried microgreens done. So they feel great. They're really nice and dry. You can hear them kind of crackling just a little bit.
So weird.
Mm-hmm.
Find a container for him after, maybe? All right, what a mess in here. Wait till Monday. So, Anya's still at grammar school, but we're going to take the 3 boys with us. Yeah, you put him in your coat? Oh. Maybe we're not supposed to live life alone. We're supposed to, maybe we actually need each other, in terms of a community.
You can tell because being outside right now is that my right pupil is still wide open. So being outside is very, very bright. And so I have a hard time not squinting. And it just affected me a lot still right now, and just trying to find healing because it's been 4 months since I've had shingles. And it was this realization more and more where we started to say real community comes in having this mutual interdependence.
But we've always been very integrated, trying to include, do things together, all that kind of stuff. But in the last couple of years, we've really been leaning into that, and that awareness of kind of the negative effects of our independence as a culture, our just idolization of it, and that it's the highest virtue and that we can achieve in our culture. And really, it's in a lot of ways, it's really detrimental. It's made a lot of isolated, lonely life. And I think we've brought that even into business, where it's we're all trying to find this side hustle we can do where we don't have to interact with anybody.
We don't need anybody.
Just do it alone, and man, I wish I didn't even need customers. We did, but that's literally what marketplace is. That's what business is. That's what we were designed to do by God, is actually
serving
serve
people.
other people.
Mm-hmm. Not just do what we want to do, but actually fixing people's problems.
But we want to do just our own thing by ourselves, that's what we think we want, and it just leads to loneliness and miserableness.
Mm-hmm.
And so I think that this is going to be a really good pivot, because even doing the YouTube stuff like this, I love it, but at the same time, YouTubers who you watch who love to do YouTube, it's interesting, even the introverts, the number one thing they say they love about YouTube is the people. But that's mind-boggling to me, because so many of us who are trying to do YouTube, we just do it ourselves and we never see anybody.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that probably is part of the problem.
Yeah.
We're trying to do all these businesses on our own, without
so
interacting with people, without really understanding anybody's real problems or how we can actually help them. We just make what we want to make, and then wish that somebody would buy it without talking to us.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
This is just so much the opposite.
So so much isolation, and that we just kind of want to hide in our own little space. And and so I think the thing that's gonna be great about this is it's lots of little orders, little wins, and farmers markets, and meeting people, and meeting people in our community, and
eye to eye with real people,
and,
real handshakes.
And I think especially the digital world has just made it so much easier to isolate and hide behind your computer and do your work. And so it's kind of just breaking out of that. And
I suspect it's gonna, for most people, I think we're gonna see more and more where it's hard. It's gonna be hard for people to succeed in business,
mm-hmm.
and even in life, if they're doing online first, because it just creates that isolation, hyper individualism,
mm-hmm.
that you're just disconnected from the real world. And
mm-hmm.
it's not that you can't, but we don't have that. We don't have that. More and more, everybody has less and less of that, progressively less and less of that in their life. And so it's hard to get a good idea of what you can actually do to help people.
So what I was saying, as far as with the isolation part of things, is that with my eye, it's been 4 months, and it's just not dilating, and trying to figure it out. And so often, even in our prayers, that we kind of want to have our isolated prayer with Jesus and just have healing in isolation. And my ideal would be is just to pray and have my eye fixed and this miracle, and I don't need anybody. And I didn't even realize that's kind of how I thought of it before, is that healing without needing anybody. And this whole realization that maybe we're supposed to need each other. Previously it's kind of like, oh, I can suck it up, I can do it, I can do the hard things, and just suck up the pain, pray for a miracle. But really starting to be more and more realizing it's like, no, we need each other, and that's a good thing.
And I don't know why it surprises us so much, because that's the way God made the world, right? Right at the beginning, like, he created people to do his work, to do what he was doing. He invited us into that, but he created people to do stuff. He likes to work through a vessel.
And like this is something that I had in the back of my mind that I was just thinking, and this is just totally like just food for thought, but I don't know. I've heard stories like in Muslim cultures where they will have visions about Jesus, and then once there is a missionary that comes into their area, the vision stops. So if there's nobody there to represent the gospel, then they have visions. But once somebody's there, the visions stop, because now there's a person. And I thought, you know what, there's a part of me that even wonders about that in terms of miracles, and this is not theatrical, this is my own just like, food for thought. But I was like, what if like, if there's somebody in your community that can help you, what if like you're supposed to go to them, right? What if God does more miracles when there isn't the people, but when it becomes available, the ideal is actually to go to people.
Maybe not just go to them for 5 minutes and they fix you, but like
build a relationship.
Have a relationship with that person.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. And so there's a part of me that wonders whether it's like, once there's somebody who actually can help you, maybe God expects you to go to them. I don't know. It's just, but I'm realizing more and more when you're in need, that's when relationships really can grow deep, and that those are really cool opportunities for the gospel. When you're in need and you're vulnerable, and just as far as the potential for community, right?
Yeah, we probably don't necessarily need to vlog anymore. We're gonna get groceries, then do our weekend, do our Sabbath with the kids, and take it easy.
Yeah.
Just let the business do what it does.
And sell muck greens in the background, because our ads are going to be up tonight.
Yeah, God will do the selling in the background while we don't do anything. That's right.
Okay.
Is Leland asleep?
No.
No.